Stop 1. Ladderedge car park.
2.
Hi, we are Year 8 Geography Options Group at Churnet Middle School.
Yeah!
We've made an audio trail for Ladderedge Country Park. It will take you about an hour and a half to get all the way around, and on the way you'll meet some characters who will tell you about the amazing history and wildlife.
First of all though, you'll get to hear the views of a feature that was created 200 years ago. To hear more, make your way to the next stop.
Head through the gate nearest to the Ladderedge Country Park information board and cross over the small wooden bridge. Turn left and walk alongside the right-hand side of the stream. This path is part of the 30-mile Staffordshire Way that stretches the full length of the county. Listen to stop 2 when you reach the next wooden bridge.
Stop 2. Follow the feeder.
I'm the canal feeder, and I'm going to tell you about myself and all the wonderful things around me. Thanks to John Rennie, I was made in the late 1700s. I'm a very long stream too. In fact, I come all the way from Rudyard Lake to give water to the canal.
One of the many creatures that live on me is the pond skater. The pond skater always sits on top of me, but I don't really mind. The land on the other side of me is where lots of nature lives. It's ancient woodland much older than me. There are oak trees, holly trees and hazel. Along my bank you can find alder trees too. They have little cones. Also living beside me, there are many different types of ferns. I always like them. They're very pretty. When I was young, ferns were used for animal bedding.
On my other side is the golf course. Look out for golf balls. One hit me the other day, and it was very painful. All the wilderness and nature like it here. Please don't kill them. Also, don't litter or feed me. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed talking to me.
It's now time for you to meet Bernard and Fred on the other side of the woodland.
Keep walking alongside the canal feeder. On the way, can you spot the small sluice gate on the left-hand side of the path, where the water can be drained away? Cross over the next wooden bridge and gently uphill along the steps. Follow this path to cross another wooden bridge over a stream. Listen to stop 3 at the top of the 2 flights of steep steps.
Stop 3. Woodland Journey.
Hello, I'm Bernard. Can you see the ditch on the edge of this wood just before the field? These ditches were used to stop the cars getting in here and eating all the low branches and plants in medieval times. The ditches were wide and deep enough so that the cars couldn't jump over.
Hello, I'm Fred. Next to the ditch is a tree with about 50 shoots. Can you see it? The hazel tree has lots of shoots because it kept being cut down. The hazel branches were used for fencing to also keep cows out. You would have to be very experienced to build these fences.
In the spring, the woodland floor turns blue with a carpet of bluebells, while wood sorrel can be seen around here all year too. It looks like clover, having 3 leaves, and people sometimes put it on their salad. It tastes a bit like sour apple or sharp blackberries.
Your next stop is not very far away, but the views are.
Just a few metres further along this path, there is a metal gate on the left. Go through this into the field. Walk to the first bench, look across the view, and listen to stop 4.
Standing here at the top of an old pasture, the first thing you should notice is the field that's used for grazing, so be careful where you tread.
Starting at the top of the view, you can see the Morridge, the ridge of the southern end of the Peak District National Park. On the far left is the Roaches. Below the Morridge is Ballington Wood, which is south of the town of Leek. You should also be able to pick up the taller buildings like the Nicholson Institute, St Edward's Church and Town's Church spires of St Mary's and Trinity Church. Closer towards Ladderedge can you see the industrial estate in the large grey building of the cheese, butter and dairy products factory, which packs more cheese than anywhere else in Europe.
The industrial estate is built on the grounds of the old canal wharf, sort of like a train station for boats, where food and coal were unloaded and sent into the local towns and villages. The canal boats didn't bring stone though, that was found locally. You'll hear what it was used for at the next stop.
Head back into the woodland through the metal gate behind you. At the top of the hill, keep left and walk alongside a field on your right. After a few minutes, you'll be walking with the woods on your left and the field on your right. Climb over the first wooden stile you reach and then cross the stone stile over the wall, which will be immediately on the left. Listen to stop 5 in this field, top meadow.
Stop 5, Mr. Mouse and the wall.
I am a wall with no cement. My stones just sit on top of each other. Apart from the stile, it is difficult to climb over me, especially if you're sheep. I stand guard and help the farmer keep the sheep and the cows in the field. Grass and other plants grow in me and around me, and bugs. Small animals even live inside me, especially mice.
Hello, I'm Mr. Mouse, and I live in this wall, and I love eating worms that I found nearby.
This wall saves me from being eaten by predators. Oh no, Mr. Owl is coming for me. I must hide. Save yourself and quickly make your way to the brick field, and I shall be waiting for you. Bye-bye.
Walk diagonally left across the top meadow. In the summer it is full of colours from all the wild flowers here. Look out for the yellow rattle. Can you guess how it got its name? And knapweed, which has a purple flower a bit like a thistle. Walk the full length of the next field. There are houses on your right and view across the roaches on your left. Go through the wooden gate at the end. Just a few meters after the second gate, look out for the pond on the right. Listen to stop 6 here.
Stop 6, the clay elf at Brickfield.
Hi, I'm the little clay elf. Things have changed around here, I can tell you. When I was born, this wasn't a pond, but a large hole where humans dug clay out of the ground. Do you know what it's used for? Yes, bricks. They would shape the clay and put them into a thing called an oven to go hard.
When you're ready.
Stop 6, the clay elf at Brickfield. One day the humans left it. I turned it into my own little garden. The rain filled the hole with water, and I carefully picked seeds from the plants to plant here. Other seeds were blown in by the wind too. I often have visits from birds too. Can you see any? They don't spend all the time here though. At the next stop you will see one of their favourite places.
Dragonflies and toads really love it here.
What was that?
Fantastic. That was really good.
Oh, it's just Randy the frog. He loves it here too. Sometimes the pond dries up, which makes me sad. But Randy the frog doesn't mind, do you, Randy?
As long as it doesn't stay dry for too long.
That was so good.
I often have visits from birds too. Can you see any? They don't spend all their time here though. At the next stop you will see one of their favourite places.
Continue along the path and past the picnic benches. Take the left-hand path across the field and through the gate. Head steeply downhill through the plantation. Notice how different it looks to the ancient woodland and listen to stop 7 after going through the next gate.
are walking down here to collect some berries, so I might as well tell you about the wonderful hedgerow.
Every 10 years the farmer will cut each hedgerow shrub and bend it over. The new stems will grow back and this will stop his cattle from getting through. While the farmer is doing this, he will also check what species are growing here. There is usually hawthorn and blackthorn, which are both very prickly. The cows don't like that.
As a rule of thumb, you can tell how old a hedgerow is by counting the number of different woody plants. There are in 30 metres and times it by 100. So if you count the 3 different species, that would make the hedge 300 years old. Today farmers often plant hedgerows with a lot of species as this benefits the wildlife.
The berries, flowers and nuts I am collecting make great food for different species of wildlife too. Birds also make their nests in the hedgerow. Now I must go and collect those berries. Goodbye.
Head slightly across the field, downhill, across the wooden bridge and turn right after going through the gate. Follow this path all the way back to the car park.
If you would like to make your walk longer, you could visit Barnfield and learn about the aqueduct. You will need to cross the wooden footbridge over the canal feeder again, but this time to turn right. Carefully cross the busy main road and turn left, passing the Westwood Golf Club car park. Turn right just after the bridge and through the gate. Follow this path and listen to stop 8 when you reach the Ladderedge Country Park sign beside the car park.
Stop 8. Lassie's walk to the aqueduct.
Hello, you alright?
Hello, my name is Lassie. My owner walks me around here often, so I know my way around. Come with me and I'll show you my favourite place. It's just a bit further along this path. This meadow we are walking next to is called Barnfield. Look around and have a sniff of the fresh air. Wheat and other crops used to be grown here. I like running through all the flowers in the summer, but they do make me sneeze, so I don't mind it being short the rest of the year. Can you see the river Churnet? The humans have built some artificial otter huts along there. I have to be careful not to disturb them. Otters are shy and difficult to see. Come on, when you see the big bridge, we'll be at the aqueduct, my favourite place. Want an interesting fact? In the Victorian times, narrowboats came across the aqueduct into a canal wharf. 2,000 to 10,000 boats a year used the Cullen Canal to transport coal, iron ore and limestone.
Time to go now. I promise you can come back soon.
Crumbs, I hope to see you walking around here soon. All you need to do now is to follow the path all the way back to where you started the walk.
Come on, Biscuit. Good girl.